Show Backspin Sirius XM. Erick Sermon is in the building with me.
Yeah, man.
What up,
hey,
E-Dub?
Hey, it's good to be back.
Yeah, welcome back, brother.
For the part 2 of Erick Sermon at 11, for those that didn't hear that last conversation, I got some other stories.
Yeah, first of all, it's one of my most epic conversations with anybody in hip-hop. Erick Sermon and Ed Lover. We talked for a long time.
Yes.
It's good to have you back in the building,
Thank you.
man. It's good. It's good. I think what I wanted to start, I was thinking like what everybody was saying, well, what else do y'all have to talk about?
Right.
I think what I want to talk about right now, what I want to start off the conversation talking about is Atlanta.
Okay.
Because you were one of the first artists way before LA and Babyface and them made their home in Atlanta, right? You went to Atlanta.
Well, I came there like around the time they got there.
Okay.
Yes,
Around
yes.
what year was that?
That was 92.
That was, wow. And what was the atmosphere like musically in Atlanta at
Well,
that time?
I tell you what, after EPMD had just broken up, and I just got in them handcuffs.
Right.
So when they was looking for me, you know, and said that, you know, there could be some problems, I went to Atlanta in
Okay.
92. So when I got there, I met this guy named Greg Taylor, who I ended up having the rim shop with.
Mm-hmm.
And then he brought me to Dallas Austin studio, which was, you know, dark.
Right.
So when I got to dark, Dallas was like, oh, you know, Erick Sermon's here, you know, whatever. So he gave me the room. So I ended up spending New Year's Eve in that room because I just had got there at the end of 92.
Okay.
So I chilled there. But the vibe was what it was. It was, you know, only Atlanta rapper that was rocking out there was, again, the old ones, which was Shy D and them.
Oh,
at the
Shy
time.
D and them was the only ones that was right?
Well, that was still, and it was Whoop There It Is and all the other stuff.
Okay,
that was,
yeah, tag
you know,
team.
Tag team, whatever.
Tag
like
team.
that.
So
Those-
you remember when one of the members of the tag team was the DJ in Magic City?
And Lil Jon and them too, they were
Yeah,
DJs.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
all of them was DJs until when I moved there, I don't know why it was a big deal, but they got a paper called the Constitution.
Yeah.
I made the front page of the Constitution that says, Erick Sermon moves to Atlanta. And on the paper, it was me, L.A. Reid, Babyface, and TLC.
Okay.
On the front page of me being there. So it was nothing, even though, again, I don't know when Chris Cross and them came out though, but again, it wasn't a big deal for hip hop.
Right.
But everybody was in back of my rim shop. If you look at my Stay Real video, you will see like Mimi, Faust back there in the rim
Right.
shop. You will see those that came, Usher. You know, David Banner said Keith Murray kicked them out of the rim shop. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
those people. Matter of fact, I got a picture on my phone where Tupac is working the rim shop, where he's sitting there working
At the rim
at the
shop?
counter. Yes.
Wow. How was it? How was the rim game? Was there a big rim game in Atlanta before you opened the rim shop?
Who phone is that?
Huh? I don't know. It might be. No, it ain't mine. But was there a big rim game? Was people buying a lot of rims?
Well, it wasn't like that. It was something that my man had. He had a rim shop, and what happened was we moved the rim shop from one section to Peachtree and Ralph McGill, which is right in the middle of downtown.
Central.
Right, Central.
Yeah.
So at that time, I started off doing the 97.5 trucks, which was Chris Lover and Poon Daddy, was ludicrous.
That's ludicrous.
So
yes.
I started doing their trucks, and I started doing the funniest story though. L.A. Reid had bought Pebbles a brand new Land Cruiser, right?
Uh-huh.
So we get the truck. He said, put wood grain in there in that stereo system. They was going for a week. That car was mine for 4 days. I was rolling. I ain't do no work, no nothing. I never seen that truck before.
Okay.
You know, I ended up getting a Land Cruiser afterwards, but we rolled the truck to death. Like, yo, you know, whatever. So we ended up putting the stuff. But that was my story about my first main client before I ended up getting Dave Justice and all the other ones
Right.
on the football and baseball team. But that rim shop and that Atlanta thing, that's why when you hear stories about Atlanta and don't have my name in there, it don't match. Because
Right.
we set that city up.
Now,
Like,
was Eddie Goldcats from Queens down there when you got down there, or did he come later?
he came later, and same with Lou, who's locked up now. Like all these people that was, listen, man.
For a lot of people that don't know, if you listen out here, Eddie Goldcap started in Queens, New York, in
Yes.
the Coliseum, putting gold teeth in
Right,
our mouth.
right, exactly.
And then when he went down to Atlanta, that's why most of the guys in Atlanta have gold in their mouth
Exactly.
now. It started with Eddie Goldcap.
A New York, yo, that's all
New York
in my,
dude did
my
that.
documentary. A New York dude brought that to Atlanta, Georgia.
That's right.
Period, hands down. And this is what I, you know, again, that we trying to, like, not trying to make a big deal though, but Atlanta, I brung Shaq, I brung Jalen, I brung Chris Webber. All of them came down to, it was the Freaknik, and it walked around my rim shop.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So
I remember being there.
No doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. All of that was going down in Atlanta at the time.
And no doubt, 112, 112 if it was
Diddy, all of them.
Yo,
when he was Puffy.
When
he was Puffy, when nobody really cared about him
every
that much.
major group that you can see in Atlanta, from Goody Mob to all of them, they was in the back of that shop trying to get a deal.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Everybody came down to that rim shop, dog.
Yes.
You talking like 1992, dog.
92, 93, because then I shot Stay Real, so-and-so with Brett Ratner. That was my first time bringing the cameras downtown. They didn't see the cameras downtown. Like a video being shot downtown. So I did that for them. And then, again, when you talk to Ryan Cameron and them, and Greg Street and them, they'll tell you, like, yo, Greg Street was like, making me that Too Short record that that was Atlanta anthem for 7 years straight. That record it never died. So while the East and West Coast was beefing, me and Too Short made this record right in the mix of it. Like, yo, y'all might be beefing, but the East and West ain't beefing because me and Short out here making records.
Absolutely. I do a lot of shows, man.
You know what? We do somewhat. It might look like that, but we are out of the whole bunch. We are seen the less as far as us getting booked. You
really?
They don't want to. Not that me and Paris pay is like that, but we don't. I'm not taking that money that you're trying to give me.
Not taking no short.
Nah, especially when you saw when we get on that stage. No disrespect though, but we do it.
Right.
And you see my colleagues. If I look back, I see when I'm on, I see Tretch watching. I see Rakim sometimes. If we switch up, they watching. My colleagues is watching.
Right.
There's a reason. Whatever. So. They don't want to pay the money, so I'm not. I don't want to not do it, but I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah, I can't blame you because there's a certain standard that you have to.
And I'm like you, not taking it from nobody else. I don't eat like that. You know what I mean? I never was to do that.
Right.
Maybe in the hit squad or whatever like that, but me, I don't. I sold over 75 million albums. I eat over publishing. I don't, and that's no boasting. That's just I don't need none of all of that. That was never my thing for showing to make money to eat.
Right. That's not the only thing that you know how to do. Yeah, because my manager Kimana's here too, and she knows that we have a certain level that we will not go below, and people are always trying to go below that level and get you to do this, get that, trying to get the homeboy price. I hate the homeboy price. I hate that homeboy shit. Don't homeboy me.
Right.
This is business.
Right. Because they got you last minute for Radio City Music. I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I was wondering how they got you last minute because somebody had to negotiate something.
Yeah, and then y'all gonna be at the NJ Pack here in New Jersey on what's that, April 4th?
April 4th, yes.
Yeah, and I ain't get no call on that. I wonder what's going on with that. I could use a couple of dollars.
It's gonna be
it's local.
It's gonna be live though too, and I heard that Mobb Deep is on the show too.
Oh yeah, I got crashed.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice. Now you and Big, you and Big was cool. We just did something for Big the other day.
Yeah, let me say something about Biggie Smalls. And I'm kicking myself in the foot too. Bernard said he bought me Biggie Smalls. Now automatically people.
Are you denying this?
People know that because I don't remember. Because I know that I had Ludacris, I had Wu-Tang Clan, I had Game, I had Rick Ross when he was Teflon. These people I know who I already had in my circle.
You had Wu-Tang?
Wow. Yes.
Then why you ain't do something with it?
Because I was young and they wasn't the crew yet. I met Ray. I went to Ray was Fruit of Allah. I knew him. I went to his step.
Shala.
Bernard
Raekwon.
Right. Bernard brought me to them because his father's church was out there. So then he stopped by, and I got a picture of me and the whole Wu-Tang on my iRock. They wasn't the group yet.
Wow.
I had him.
That's crazy.
You bought him, Biggie?
100% so.
Tell the story, bro.
Yes,
Bought him to Clinton Hill, to Guess the Barber. Guess the Barber's the one who bought him to Mr. C as well. But when I bought Eric, he met us at Guess's Barbershop. Biggie came out there and spit for Eric. 100% so.
Wow.
What happened, E?
I have no idea.
I bought Erick Sermon my Nas Illmatic. Eric was like, "What is the Sun Done stuff?"
Right. I had Nas in Long Island.
Hold up.
I'm sitting
There's a guy
there.
named Curtis Jackson. He had 50 Cent in his basement
Right.
before I recorded a song on Power of a Dollar.
Right.
Eric was like, "Okay."
And I held him down.
Wow.
Yo, my story is ill about rappers. dude.
Erick, yo,
That's crazy.
son.
Dude.
But sometimes I give it to you because sometimes they're not fully developed when they get to you,
Right.
and then they fully develop later
Because
on.
don't forget, I'm biased because I got Redman in my camp.
Right.
I got Keith Murray in my camp. I'm looking for something. So when Nas was spitting, I pulled out C-list music.
Wow.
Matter of fact, I didn't know about if Bernard would have said, "Yo, Pete Rock and them, whatever," I probably would have been. But when he was spitting, it wasn't that it wasn't bad. I'm coming from Das Effects, Redman, metaphors, different type of rapping styles that I'm used to, and I don't know about that street talk.
Right.
Yeah,
but you started the street talk. You were the first one to talk about carrying your Glock and all that.
But Nas was how intelligent he was.
Yeah.
So I had records with him. They just never used them. Same thing. Tony Draper bought me a guy named Teflon. What y'all hearing about Rick Ross right now, he was nicer than that. Tony dropped him off to my house for a month. So we sitting there, I'm with him. So I put him on my 1999 album of Eric Onassis, and we sitting there. So after a while, Tony was waiting to get a deal somewhere, and that deal fell through. So Rick Ross was stuck until he got the slip and slide. Slip and slide.
He was called Teflon.
Yeah,
Teflon Don.
Teflon Don.
Teflon Don.
Right.
Right.
Bernard bought me 50 because Corey Rooney was living next door to me.
I just saw Corey Rooney yesterday. Shout out to Corey
Don't
Rooney.
forget, the first single that 50 had was "We Can't Do It Like We Do. We Don't Do It Like We Do."
Right.
We keep it. That was my single.
Okay.
I got the first one after How to Rob. The initial single was Heat Wave. Was me.
Right.
And he got shot.
Damn.
Wow. And before Power of a Dollar, you bought him 50 Cent, Bernard?
During Power of a Dollar.
During Power of a Dollar.
Wow.
And he really didn't get it.
You ain't see it.
The Biggie
You didn't know what was going on in the streets with this kid?
Yeah, I had so much money, B, I wasn't even tripping about nothing. I just had bought my house.
Just bought
The
a
tennis
Tico
court,
skirt.
I pool. I was wilding like, yo, Tony Montana. Yo, but listen, no, for real. So, hitting switches, I get the phone call from Puffy. Yo, who's the man at 11 Dr. Dre movies coming out?
Right.
I need a single. So I'm in Atlanta doing the single, whatever. All of a sudden, this is Hype Williams' first video shoot. Was Hitting Switches. Him and Puffy did my video together. You
Right.
know, Hype
No. Hype did we gave Hype. Hype
Right.
was first. He did Bitches with Problems first.
Okay, that's what
I signed off on that.
right.
Okay.
So then after that, Biggie Smalls is looking the whole time at my video shoot.
Right.
When I'm shooting, he's there. When I'm shooting, he's there. Whatever. I'm not noticing this guy at all, but he's with Puffy.
Right.
All of a sudden, my album's coming out. Biggie tells Tracy Waples, I need to get on Erick Sermon's album, B. So I say, kill myself. Yo, my album's already packed up. I got Joe Sinister, I got Keith Murray. This is some new people. I got some new people coming.
Right.
Shoot me now.
Damn.
Wow.
Yo, I got new people coming. What the fuck was that? So
Wow, you told Biggie no.
Damn it.
I didn't tell him no, but I kind of like I said, yo, I got people coming, so I can't just do that. I got people in the crew already waiting.
Right,
You know
that
what
was
I'm saying?
lined up.
So in this last interview, they asked him, "Who do you like out here?" He said, "Yo, I like Erick Sermon's vibe." He says, if I ever get up there too, I wouldn't mind, doing what E. Sermon's doing on
Wow.
rap pages.
Wow. That's
Word.
crazy right there, man.
But again, out of Hitting Switches, that movie saved my life. I had $1,000 in the American Express card after I left New York. And when Puffy called me for that soundtrack, it was $15,000.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. And I ain't get shit out of that sound. And I had to sign off on that soundtrack, right?
Yeah.
I had to
You
sign off on it.
Give me 15 grand.
Yeah, I had to sign off on everybody that was on that soundtrack. Matter of fact, they had to sit down with me and Dre and play after y'all did the songs and play them for us, and we had to say yeah to that,
Yeah.
yeah to that, Yeah, to that.
That
Yeah,
opened
to
me
that.
up, because after that, Russell was like, okay, yo, give Eric a deal, because people was kind of nervous because the group broke up and wasn't quite sure if I'm going to be able to hold my own.
Right.
But after Hitting Switches came, it rolled.
Wow. Talking about Marvin Gaye and Marvin Gaye's family.
Right.
All right, because Pharrell Williams and Robin Thicke
Thicke,
just
yep.
got that lawsuit against them. They were found in the wrong, and they got paid
$7 million.
$7.3 million.
That's a lot of money.
But between them, they made well over $11 million
Yes.
off the song.
No
And
doubt.
T.I. was found not liable for anything.
Right.
He got like $900,000 off of it.
Right.
You were the first one really to touch Marvin Gaye like that.
Right, yeah.
When you did music.
But again, it's crazy because, Eric B was involved in that too. I don't know how Eric B knew the lawyer, but Eric B got paid off of that too.
Off of what?
The Marvin Gaye's the deal.
Off of Blurred Lines?
No,
Just like music?
Music.
Wow.
Word. It was funny. Ask Bernard.
Damn.
Eric B is everywhere.
Man,
Eric B
all
is
in the
everywhere.
pockets.
Eric B is everywhere.
Yeah, but the long story short is the fact that I still had to, again, I located the estate, and again, it was crazy because when I came, you see Nona crying,
Yeah.
$7 million, she crying.
Yeah.
I had 250, and they all came out. The brothers, her, she was doing, Ali was,
Yeah, she was doing the movie
Matrix.
Ali. Yeah, The Matrix.
she still was out there. It was, imagine you sitting home, all of a sudden, 250 out there. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Oh,
At that
yeah.
time. So now
Right.
7 million out there, they all eating.
Oh,
But
yeah.
again, I was able to sit down with Jan, which is the, with the ex-wife, and again, to make a deal with the lawyer, and that's what we had to pay.
Yeah.
But again, you have to call them. Because
Yeah.
even Big Boy from Outkast, when he did that, when they had the record that did 10
I
million.
love the way
Exactly.
you move.
You had to call him. You had to call him
You had to call him.
because the likeness, you have to
Right.
make that phone call.
So you were smart enough to say before anything.
well, but I
was
have
out of
vocals.
pocket.
There's no.
Yeah,
Do you get nervous when you sample something like that? Like, I'm paying
It,
$250.
it wasn't. It wasn't. That record was made for me personally. Bernard, the guy who you saw, he stole my CD and went to LA with it. And Clear Channel happened to have some type of a radio thing they do every year going on, and it was played there.
Wow.
So and then Garnett,
Garnett Reed?
March.
Garnett March.
He was the one that was he was the godfather of the guy who ran Clear Channel. So, we went through him with the record with him and Hammer Brothers.
Oh, Doc Winter.
Yeah, and Doc.
Right.
So, so through Interscope. So we went and did that deal with that movie that came out with Mark Lawrence and Danny DeVito.
Right.
So we pushed it on that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, again,
So that record was never supposed to come out.
no, he stole it. That was just me to see if I had Marvin Gaye here with me, how would I make this record? So I was down there playing with, making the beat and just like listening to Marvin Gaye, because I knew the Midnight Love album when I was young. So
Right.
I was just playing it, but he took it. He took it. Again, he gave me a whole nother career because he felt that it should be heard with more people. I just made it for personal use.
Right.
But then when it was out there, it was going, then we had to pay.
Yeah.
Right.
But I knew that, again, it was going to get played. So no
Right,
matter
so you
what,
feel good.
I'm going to get some money somewhere.
right.
It might not going to be the whole thing, but it gave me a career.
Right,
So
right.
you would pay for another whole 9 or 10 years
Yeah,
knowing you do
absolutely.
something like that.
Right.
But then Clive Davis came and gave me $4 million.
Hey,
Wow.
that's not
Because don't
bad
forget,
at all.
at the Bernard,
So you weren't signed to Interscope.
No, I was
Interscope
signed.
just used that for
Record.
that movie.
Clive Davis was in the bidding war. Bernard made a bidding war with Clive Davis and Tanya Mottola. Told Tanya Mottola something, and then went and told Clive, listen, Tanya Mottola, Clive is a ego type of
Yeah.
name
Gotta
dropper
poke that
type
chest
dude.
out.
What? Boom, and gave me the first half and half. Like he never get that deal with nobody. Not Buster Clef, none of them. You make money when I make money, Eric. I had one of them deals there.
50-50 profit split.
50-50 profit split.
50-50 profit split
Word.
from Clive
Yes,
Davis.
yes. Wow.
Nobody that Clive Davis has ever
Not
discovered
one- not
from
one-
Aretha Franklin
not
to
one person.
to nobody.
Never.
He
Not
gave it
Diddy.
to me.
Not Diddy.
Diddy ain't had no
Bad Boy.
50-50 profit
He
deal.
gave it to me.
Wow.
On my children.
Wow. That's big right there. That is big.
That is
and that's just because of the music record? That's what catapulted
The
it
music.
off?
It was there because
Now, is it true, Bernard, you stole it?
100% so. Eric went to the bathroom. When he came back, it was gone. And I moved to California and saw you.
That's true. But now,
right.
when I went down there, music was doing so well. But now I had 2 Mercedes in the driveway. He was in some house in Calabasas.
Yeah, bro, I was caking.
He was caking. I ain't had that Benz. You know what I mean? Like,
Bernard, we was all caking in California, man. Wow, that is a hell of a story. So you think that if Robin Thicke and Pharrell would have just paid to begin with, they could have avoided it?
no doubt, it would have been mad simple. It was a matter of fact, it would have been cheaper because it would have been a publishing. It wouldn't have been mastering. When you sample, that's the mastering. They can charge you. They can bang you.
Right.
If you recreate something, you're just paying for publishing. That's it.
Right. But did you believe Pharrell when he said he never thought of Marvin Gaye when he made that? It's too close.
So don't answer that question, Eric.
You might want to do something with Pharrell later, right? I ain't.
No, the reason why I believe Pharrell, as far as the inspiration when you rocking, but he had to know after he was rocking it that it felt like that.
Right.
And he probably thought, because I would have thought too, like, yo, I'm not doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the vibe, but I didn't sample it, or I didn't use the same bass movement line that he used.
Right.
But the percussion was exact.
Yeah, absolutely. Because DJs like Omanai was doing mashups on it as soon as it came.
That was too easy.
It was too easy as soon as it came out, and you know what I mean. So I think they should have just gave the Gay family their money. And the funny thing about it is they sued the Gay family first.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Like as a preemptive strike, they went after the Gay family. So they was like, oh, so you're gonna come after us? Okay, then give me this money.
But for real, even though I don't think that, again, that he tried to do that and not pay them. He really felt, to me, knowing him, and as far as him being the genius that he is, like, yo, I'm inspired by this.
That was a big year for Pharrell, right?
Yes.
He had, and I think that's why you seeing Pharrell on The Voice now, because Pharrell had pop over huge. He had Blurred Lines.
Happy and
he had
Daft
Happy
Punk, and Daft Punk.
And the Daft Punk record. And Get Lucky. All in the same year.
That's Daft Punk, though.
And then, that Daft Punk record is crazy. That's why I look, now, do you think as a producer, that this opens up a door as like a slippery slope now? Because now they talking about that other record that your man got out. The Uptown was the funky.
Oh no, that's definitely that's Roger Troutman. Let me stop. Stop.
Yeah, they say that from that band.
That all of us. What?
Bruno Mars and them. Yeah, what's it called? Uptown Funk.
Yeah. They paid for those samples.
Production.
They paid for those samples, I'm sure.
Did they pay for them?
If they did,
because they saying that I'm watching the internet right now. It ain't no samples. That's Bruno Mars's band playing.
It's interpolation.
All of it.
You have to pay for that.
Yeah, but you got to pay for that?
It's still some type of
So Charlie Wilson about to get paid
They got about 3 groups in there, B.
I think they cleared the samples. I think they cleared it.
I don't know if I don't think they sample.
No.
They pay for the likeness.
Interpolation?
Yeah,
you think they pay for the likeness?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't do that.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I doubt they did it.
If not, they got their phone's gonna ring too.
I don't think they did.
Their phone's about to ring, Bernard. I think they thought that listen, we could do a nod to this and get over it.
I tell you what, it messes up again because it's kind of like Biz Markie when Just a Friend came and killed all of us.
Right.
The people, but we had Ian at Def Jam. He ain't play. He caught everything.
Right.
Sample Clemens dude. But people who are doing stuff right now that aren't clearing, it's a lot of records that aren't being cleared that the new people are doing. Sampling the old hip hop, putting it in front, and then looping, making a beat. They ain't clearing those.
Right. And they about to get banged out.
People probably get banged.
But back in the days when you and Paris first started, like when y'all used 7 minutes of funk.
People came and got us.
When y'all did
but
that?
It was cheap though. Like Eric Clapton only hit me for 10 racks. Matter of fact, Strictly Freaking Business #1. Water Chop hit me for 10 racks.
We got hit one time. Joe Cocker.
Yeah, but still, it was cheap though.
It was cheap what he came for.
But for what song you sampled Joe Cocker on?
Woman to Woman. But then California Love.
Right.
You know, but Redman, Parliament was $500,000, and we waited a long time.
Damn.
Yeah. Waited. Def Jam got hit, but we got our money back. We ended up getting our money back on publishing.
Right.
We didn't get the stuff cleared, but George ended up getting this money. Then we ended up getting our publishing from it later. But they stuck us.
They stuck y'all up. Oh my God! So the early EPMD records were easy. Easy clear. 5,000, 10,000.
They didn't come and get us. I mean, they came, but they just easy money.
Right.
Words. Couldn't believe it. Eric Clapton. And Strictly Business is in the Rolling Stone magazine right now. Number 22. Best hip hop record ever made is number 22.
Right.
And from Rick Rubin and them picking it. And him, Nas, and that whole list that's out.
Right.
10 grand.
Wow.
Word. Listen, I'm going to give you something real deep real quick. I'll tell you them. Benzino, never judge a book by its cover. He said that, Eric, when I was trying to tell people about the culture, they looked at me like I was crazy because I was trying to tell them that we need somebody to co-sign us to say that we're good. Because why everybody else, I don't miss no names, that's selling all these records, they're not giving the props to where the culture come from.
Right.
That's why J. Cole is just, he keeps making them comments
right.
that we all won't say
right.
about the culture being stole by the face.
From a young boy, that's really big.
That's really big.
That's big from
He's
J.
a smart
Cole.
dude.
So he said he asked his daughter, who do you like? She said, oh yeah, I like Wiz Khalifa because he remind me of a college kid, so-and-so, whatever, but a white kid in school.
Right.
So at this particular time, it's like, I didn't get that from them, but that's what they got. No disrespect from them, but where the culture was going. And he was just saying that, if you look at it, okay, it's not even, you don't need to be black no more to be cool.
Right.
Like if I sit there with my 9-year-old son and I watch the Disney Channel and watch Nickelodeon, everybody rapping, there's not one black kid rapping.
Right.
They're all white.
Right.
It's true.
The face is being recovered. So Benzino was saying, if we don't stop it, it will start with Marshall Mathers.
Right. Right. But I think what Benzino made his mistake after Marshall Mathers, and it's not his fault because Eminem comes from this. He ain't of the culture, but he come from being around the culture, spitting and being in ciphers and stuff. He should have attacked everybody else around there because what Benzino was saying was right. He was saying Eminem can make a video where he's digging a grave and his mom's name is on the headstone and he's like, I'm sorry, mama. And that's like, wow, you say that kind of stuff about your mother, but if we said it, it would have never got played on MTV. So attack MTV and everybody else for showing the separatism in the music and for letting a white boy do what a black person would never do.
Exactly. You have to do
He should
that.
attack Eminem personally.
But what he was saying too, the attack on M was wrong because again, when I look at M, I look at him as being the culture. You know why? Because the culture ain't about color.
Right.
The culture
it's about whether or not you're nice.
And the culture's about did you come up in hip hop?
Right.
That the culture don't got nothing to do. The color got nothing to do with it.
Nothing.
Because we was in the culture with Puerto Ricans.
That's right.
When the culture with Blondie was in the culture.
That's right.
You know, so
MC Search was the culture.
Yeah. Exactly. Was the culture. So Vanilla Ice was not the culture. Never the culture.
Right. So, but again, what you're saying, Ed, if you don't do what you do and have this show,
right,
they will reface it.
Yeah.
And I don't care what they saying because it's happening when they put in the forefront. And then, oh shit, the biggest shit came out. Iggy Azalea, that was the biggest shit ever.
Oh yeah.
Hip hop, boom, bang,
That's
number
hip-hop.
1, the rap album, that was it.
Yeah.
To reface it. So it
what's
looked like
their
them.
name? Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
Exactly, 4 million records.
Reface
and he said, yo, I know Kendrick won this, but I know the Grammys, how they get down, so I knew he was going to win.
Right. Wow. I'll tell you right there. Erick Sermon in the building with us, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. We got to do a part 3, man. When you coming back?
I'm coming back around the album time to get some sales.
Okay. All right, we're going to have Erick Sermon back, man, to see Ed Lover Show. Yo, coming up at 9 o'clock, DJ Barry Blends gets busy live for an entire hour right here on the Ed Lover Show.
Okay, one ask a question, though, too, Ed. I want to come up and DJ, too, so let me get that appointment.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we make that happen. We just scratch. Oh, my God.
Body bag.
Scratch body bag this shit. Scratch was disgusting what Scratch did in there. It was just nasty.
Okay.
So we got that happening. D Nice is gonna come up and DJ, so you definitely gotta come up.
Okay, set it up with your assistant.
Yeah. Set it up to Kimana.
You're getting paid now because you live. You know what? I need to get like $500 for the show. You know what? Because I got
at least the gas money.
Remember, I turn up and it was love. I got the wardrobe.
Fuck out of here. Erick said it's not even Friday. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow's fuck out of here Friday. Yeah. It's the Ed Lover Show in Backspin.